Hello, everyone. Welcome to Professor TK the Chemist, my Gem Science Center's YouTube channel. Tonight, you can join in the family fun where we do a science Jeopardy on animals. So if you would like to join us, go right ahead and hit the play button and listen in and see if you can answer the questions too. Have fun.
If you know the answers, good. Okay, you know the answers, good. So here's how this is going to work. With the first category that we're going to play deals with animals. Okay, and right now, as we talk about Mother Earth and how I've seen different videos sharing and showing that a lot of the animals are actually coming out of their hiding places now. They're actually living a lot better, which is a good thing. I kind of want to pay homage to them because although people don't tend to think about animals like we typically think of, unless you have an animal yourself, I often wonder, what are our animals doing? Like, who's taking care of them? So, needless to say, I'm going to let you guys kind of play along and you're going to type in your responses. So let me tell you how this works. The categories that we're dealing with is herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores. And what you're going to do is just type in the letter H if the animal I am describing is a herbivore, the letter C if I'm talking about a carnivore, and the letter O if I'm referring to an omnivore. Okay, so that's all you have to do in terms of typing in your responses. Now, there were several people that were supposed to be joining us tonight, but we're going to go ahead and start because IG only gives us an hour. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get you guys started. Are you guys ready? If you're ready, let's go. All right, the first question. We're going to start you guys off rather easy. A lion. Is a lion a herbivore? If it is an H, you type in H. Omnivore, type O. Or carnivore, type C. A lion. What is a lion? Okay, I see a bunch of C's. Carnivore is correct. A lion is a carnivore. All right, excellent job. Excellent job. Now, recently in the news, they were talking about the locusts. And I know some of y'all may have heard this in the Bible in terms of the locusts that were coming through, eating up all the produce. And here's the thing. If you go and look at Google Africa and the locusts, they've been doing a lot of damage over there. And if they eat up all the crops, then, well, I kind of gave the answer away. But they've been doing a lot of damage. So are locusts herbivores, omnivores, or carnivores? The locusts. What are they? Herbivores, omnivores, or carnivores? Okay, very good. They are herbivores. Correct. Correct. Monkeys. Monkeys. Are they omnivores, carnivores, or herbivores? Monkeys. Are they herbivores, omnivores, or carnivores? Okay, correct. Okay, so far everyone's been getting them all correct. Very good. Very good. Zebras. Now, think about that. Zebras. Although we see them on the news or on these documentaries, think about zebras. Are they omnivores, carnivores, or herbivores? Zebras. H for herbivore, C for carnivore, or O for omnivore? Okay. I see one answer so far. Maybe you all are talking about it or you're thinking about it. Zebras. File Simple put H for herbivore. Let's see if this person is correct. If she is correct. What do y'all think? Zebras. You are correct. File Simple was correct. They are herbivores. And let me tell you, I would be considered a herbivore. So in case you don't know, herbivore is one that eats simply plants only. An omnivore eats plants and animals, and a carnivore eats, meat only or animals only. Okay, so that's the difference between the three, in case you were wondering. And you would think, with the zebra being so big, that they would be eating meat. But no, they graze on a lot of grass and other plant items. So you can still gain your strength eating plants, okay? All right. The rhinoceros. Is the rhinoceros a herbivore, omnivore, or carnivore? The rhinoceros. The animal that has that little horn coming out of his head. Are they considered to be herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores? Okay, I see one answer that says omnivores. I see a question about herbivores, maybe. Well, the answer is herbivores. Surprisingly, again, when you think about herbivores, you would think a rhinoceros, how can that be? Well, that's because, again, herbivores are those animals that tend to graze on plant-like items. So, although rhinoceros are very bulky animals, they're not always, well, I guess the stereotype is that you would think that they would eat mostly meat because they're so big and they live in like the safari, but not quite, okay? So, rhinoceros are actually herbivores. Now, what about this little ostrich? The ostrich has a long neck, okay? A long neck. What do you all think? An ostrich. And by the way, when they lay their eggs for babies, ostrich eggs are very big. I mean, they look like the size of like those little footballs that they throw during football games, like high school football games, those little small miniature size. I mean, so, and people actually eat ostrich eggs. Ugh. So, omnivore. Yes, they are omnivores. Yes, omnivores. Correct. Okay. Cheetah. A cheetah is known to be one of the fastest animals in the safari. They run pretty fast. They could probably outrun your car. So, are cheetahs considered to be omnivores, carnivores, or herbivores? Which one is it? A cheetah. Okay. Zaria said carnivore. Mr. Mind Your Business said carnivore. What else you guys got? Okay. The answer is carnivores. So they actually eat meat only. Okay? Meat only. All right. Next question. The impala. Those little animals, they run pretty fast too. They got those little horns that come out their head that look like they're kind of crooked like. They kind of look like, maybe a gazelle, but an impala. I don't want to show you the answer, but maybe I can show you the picture. Maybe you all can see. Make sure you didn't see that. Okay. I said, okay, correct. They are herbivores. So they graze on plants. They graze on plants. All right. What about a hippopotamus? A hippopotamus. Those are some big old creatures, big old critters. Well, they're not critters, but they are very big animals, okay? And oftentimes when we see documentaries, they're always cooling off in the water. So do they eat mostly meat only? Do they eat plants only? Or do they eat both? A hippopotamus. I see omnivore. I see carnivore. Well, this answer is going to surprise you. They are herbivores. And you would think, really? See, a lot of animals in the animal kingdom tend to gain their strength through plants. And when I think about a gorilla is also considered to be a vegan, basically. Okay, a gorilla. You know, and they're really big animals. But again, we tend to think gorillas, strength, they actually get their strength from eating plants. Eating plants. Now, I know y'all know this answer. A giraffe. Giraffe. They have long necks. Hint, hint. For a reason. A giraffe. So, how do they get their strength? How do they get their nutrition? Through eating plants only, eating meat only, or both? Okay, I see two answers. Yes, that is correct. They are herbivores. Very good. Very good. They are herbivores. Again, they have long necks for a reason. And through what scientists have been able to research, giraffes actually weren't long-necked when they were first born. In fact, they, over time, extended their necks so they could reach the trees, the branches. So as the trees got taller, their necks had to extend to get to the height of the tree. So through process of change, evolution, the evolutionary period, they began to have their necks extend. Same thing for, well, not the same thing for dogs, but horses. Horses used to be very small, like the size of like your pet dog. But over time, they have actually extended their body sizes and they've actually become very big, what we see today. So horses used to be very small, like your little pet dog. Now they're big. Okay, here is the next one. Some people eat buffalo meat. And buffaloes have a unique look to them. They're strong. But are water buffaloes herbivores, omnivores, or carnivores? Buffaloes, the water buffalo. Yes. Yes. Biology is something else. There's a lot you can learn in biology. Okay, I see Beautifully Flawed said they're herbivores. Anybody else have another answer? Well, the answer, buffaloes are herbivores. So you got it correct. Got it correct. All right, I'm going to give you all one more in this particular category. One more. Well, let's do two more. And then I'm going to get to another part of the fun. Okay. Elephants. And I love elephants. But do you all know that you can actually take down an elephant. Well, let me explain. Okay, let me explain. When you think about an elephant in the safari, you think, oh, they're very humble animals. And they are. I know years ago, I was able to get onto one when I went to Universal Soul Circus. It was kind of scary at first, but elephants are very humble animals, and they don't mess with you unless you mess with them. They're very beautiful creatures. A lot of people worship elephants too. However, do you think an elephant, as big as the elephant is, do you think that an elephant is a herbivore, an omnivore, or a carnivore? What do you think? An elephant. What do you think? Okay. I see a couple of different answers. They're herbivores. I mean, if you think about it, most of the time when you see elephants eating, they're taking in branches and trees and grass, and they're using it with their long trunks, and they're actually taking it in that way. But so elephants are actually herbivores. Now, one more. The baboon. The baboon. Are baboons omnivores, carnivores, or herbivores? Baboons. Baboons. I mean, they're similar to monkeys, but are they the same? They're similar to apes, but are they the same? So are they omnivores, carnivores, or herbivores? Now, you got two answers, Mr. Mind Your Business. You got herbivores and omnivores. Which one is it? Which one is it? Okay. So, I must say your daughter is correct. Your daughter is correct. They are omnivores. They are omnivores. All right. So that was interesting. That was interesting. We can learn a lot from animals and the way they move. I know oftentimes when you think about animals in the animal kingdom, and if they live on like islands, if you see them take off, that means something is getting ready to happen. And I know from the way history kind of shows us, during, I forgot when there was a tsunami, and I forgot what year it was, but they said that when the animals started running for shelter, they were going to the highest point, which was the mountains. And the people were like, what's going on? What's going on? That was their clue. Something was happening. Yes. So the animals actually tell us a lot. We can learn a lot from our animals. And speaking of which, this is one of the smartest animals. And they've been here since dinosaurs. Okay. So I'm going to describe this animal, and you have to type in your response. And you need to tell me if whatever animal you think I'm describing. So now you're going to have to write it out. Okay. This animal or insect can carry 50 times its body weight. This animal communicates and cooperates by using chemicals that can alert others of danger or lead them to a promising food source. And they come out when you have food left over. And this is one of the strongest, and I say animals because they do have thoughts too. Okay. All right. I see Mr. Mind Your Business said ant. Ant. You are correct. It is the ant. The ant is one of the most powerful animals known to mankind. I mean, they can do a lot. They can do a lot. And I see that beautiful flower put down a little picture of an ant. Okay. We just talked about one of these animals recently. These animals can change direction in mid-air when chasing prey. They can run faster than any other animal and can sprint from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. This animal does not roar as other big cats do, but instead it purrs. Okay, so Miss Zaria said cheetahs. Cassandra said a gazelle. I see Miss Nicole saying jaguar and cheetahs. One of those answers is correct. Cheetahs. The cheetah is correct. Cheetah is correct. Okay. So far, you guys should have at least 100. Or maybe about a 90. You probably missed 1 or 2 here and there. Okay, the next one. This animal swallows rocks to help them digest their food. These animals have been around for about 200 million years. This animal is distinguishable from its cousin, the American alligator, but its snout is lighter in color, and they have 2 long teeth that are visible when their mouth is closed. A chicken? Where are you getting these answers from? Thank you. It's a crocodile. Crocodile is correct. Crocodile is correct. Okay, so I see that Beautiful Father is going to give us images. Yeah, you could do that too. That's probably quicker. That's probably quicker. Yeah, matter of fact, thank you for doing that. True, chickens do eat anything. You're absolutely right. But you know what? That might be quicker for you guys to type in like the image of the animal that I'm describing. That might be quicker. Or you can write the word, either one. Okay, now I love this animal. And they're very, very smart. And history tells us that these animals actually helped a lot of our ancestors during the transatlantic slave trade. These animals can hear sounds underwater called echolocation. These animals track their prey by using that because they're able to hear sounds. And a lot of people do a lot of unusual things with these animals too. They can hear underwater 15 miles away. Okay, I see 2 answers so far. They're saying dolphins. Can anybody think of any other animal? Whales, okay. Actually, they're dolphins. Dolphins. Okay. The next question. Some of these insects' ears are on their wings. So, their ears are on their wings. These insects must warm their wings in the sun before flying. And they taste food with their feet. What is this? What animal is this? Or creature is this? I see a bat. I see butterfly. I can't really tell. Oh, then I see a bee. Okay. Butterfly. Okay. Well, The answer is butterfly. You guys that said butterfly is correct. I see that, Zara, you changed your answer. But yeah, go with your first gut instinct. Butterfly is correct. Butterfly is correct. Speaking of water, which I've been drinking throughout the day, you got to make sure you drink at least 2 liters of water. For all of my adults that are online, you want to drink at least 2 liters of water a day. This animal can drink up to 500 cups of water in 10 minutes. This animal's eyes have 3 eyelids. They can drink up to 500 cups of water in 10 minutes. 500 cups of water. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, let me give you another hint. No, not a seagull. Let me give you another hint. This is the easy hint. They're found in the desert. And this is probably why they drink all this water. They have a hump in their back. What animal is this? They have 3 eyelids. They have a hump in their back. Okay? Correct. The camel. The camel. The camel. All right. Oh, I love this animal here as well. It's considered to be the nation's bird. Well, I kind of gave you that hint. But this animal can spot a rabbit from more than a mile away. These animals live in every U.S. state except Hawaii. And it's the nation's bird. Now, the one thing that I don't appreciate what people have been doing, they've been killing these animals, and they've had lead bullets found in their body, and that lead poisons them, thus poisoning the environment. And you are correct. If you said eagle, you are correct. The eagle. All right. Next fact. Next fact. These animals can be left or right tusked, just as people are left and right-handed. This animal is the largest land animal on Earth. And they have you know this. They have a long nose that has 100,000 different muscles. Can you believe that? 100,000 muscles in their long nose. And it can smell and breathe and trumpet and drink and grab things with its nose. What animal is this? I know you know this one. Okay, Zaria said elephant. Mr. Mind Your Business said elephant. Okay, my ladies over here said elephant, and you are correct. The elephant. Now, I know y'all know this answer. These animals can turn pink from eating shrimp. This animal can only eat when his head is upside down. So can you imagine the only way you could eat is if you were turned upside down? That seems kind of awkward, doesn't it? And this animal's ankles look like knees. So they can only eat when when his head is upside down. And they turn pink from eating shrimp. Okay. All right, good. Okay, I see one answer with a little cute image. The flamingo is correct. Zaria, have you ever seen a pink bat before? Now, if you have, I stand corrected. But have you ever seen a pink bat before? Okay. All right. Flamingo. Next question. These animals' bones grow new rings as they age, just like trees. Some of these animals survive the winter by freezing almost solid. And there's chemistry behind that too, by the way. Most of these animals eat their skin after they shed it. Ugh. Okay. What animal are we talking about? And some of them actually have like a certain gene that when they are born, you can actually see through them and see their organs. These little critters are nasty too. Not a polar bear. Polar bears are not about to eat their skin, okay? Okay, but these animals, thank you. See, my little ladies over here are on it. Miss Nicole, your kids are on it. Frog is correct. Okay, the frog is correct. Okay. Now, this next animal, I've been seeing a lot of these around my house to the point where I'm glad they're out, because at one point we were thinking they were becoming extinct, which they probably are still. And I think with all the environmental issues going on, we can actually appreciate this particular animal because they provide honey and wax. Only the female of this animal stings. These insects can be green, blue, or red. And there are 3 classes of this insect. There's the queen, the worker, which is a female, or the drone, which is the male. Okay, I see bumblebees, bees, honeybees. You are correct. You are correct. Okay. All right. Okay, this is a unique characteristic trait about this next animal. These animals stay awake for only 4 hours a day. So they sleep most of their lives. Okay. This animal is a marsupial or pouched mammal. And when not asleep, these animals feed on eucalyptus trees, especially at night. So I wonder if they smell like eucalyptus plants since they eat them. I wonder if they smell like them. Okay, but I don't want to, chance it though. I said that they are marsupials. Okay. Okay, I see Stem and Flowers got the answer correct. And Zaria has it correct. Koalas. The koalas. The koalas. All right. Now, check this out. This is a unique characteristic trait about this particular animal. When they sweat red. But all the ladies tend to say when we sweat, we sparkle. We sweat sparkle. Okay? But this particular animal, when they sweat red, and it doubles up as their sunscreen. This animal spends up to 16 hours a day submerged in rivers to keep their bodies cool under the hot African sun. And we talked about this animal before because we said that they were known as herbivores, surprisingly. So what animal do you think we're talking about? This animal's sweat is red. Oh, okay. You ladies got it correct. It is the hippo. The hippopotamus. Excellent. Excellent. All right. And we'll do 5 more questions, okay? And then we're going to end our broadcast, and so you guys can go and eat your dinner if you haven't already eaten yet. I hope all of you all have been doing well under these conditions. This has been a very trying time for many of us. I'm sure many of you guys are just holding on by the thread. But I do want to give you all something to think about. That trouble don't last always. Even though we're going through this trying time period with this quarantine, this too shall pass. And this is a time, I think, really for a lot of people to get together with their family and really take some time to just be thankful. And I pray that none of you all ever have to go through this COVID-19. And speaking of which, we got to check on our elders. I just did a story yesterday about an elderly couple that took some fish tank cleaner. Sadly, they took some fish tank cleaner and they felt like that was going to prevent them from getting COVID-19. And that's because your president, not mine, said, hey, why don't you guys go ahead and take this? You know, this is good for mankind. It's a game changer. And as a result of him saying that, these older people said, wait a minute, I've heard this word before. So let me go ahead and get some of that fish tank cleaner and use that. And as a result, the elderly man lost his life, but his wife is still in critical condition. So we don't need to be self-medicating. Just practice social distancing and just stay away from people. Okay. Let's see. Let me go ahead and give you all 5 more questions, and then we're going to go ahead and close out. I appreciate you guys for logging on tonight. This really means a lot to me that you guys took the time out of your schedule to do that. And on Friday, we're going to be doing some experiments. So let's go ahead and do 5 more questions, and let's see if you all can get these answers. Okay. And I miss my kids. You know, when I go out into the schools, I do a lot of talks with them. And I tell them this particular animal can't move their eyeballs. And when they turn their head, it can go all the way around and come back. And I tell the kids, you know that when you turn 21, you grow eyes in the back of your head like this animal. And they believe me too. And it's true, if you're a little person listening. These animals sometimes swallow their prey whole and later regurgitate unwanted parts of their meal. These animals are primarily nocturnal, meaning they're active at night. So they can't move their eyeballs, which is why they go all the way around and then come back. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, I see one answer. Okay. The owl is correct. And Shannon over here on Facebook says, I don't know animals, no fair. Now, I think you all are delayed because we're actually ahead of the questions now. Okay. So here's the next one. These animals are the only cats that live in groups called prides. Nearly all of these wild animals live in sub-Saharan Africa. Males of this animal are the only big cats with manes. The fringe of their hair that encircles their heads. And it seems like a lot of our guys are wanting to grow these beards, you know, like these animals are doing. And they're very committed to their relationships too. Before I give out the answer, they take pride in taking care of their mates. I see one answer. Lion is correct. Lion is correct. Okay. These animals, next animal, play tag. In captivity, these animals have learned simple human sign language, so they can actually do sign language. These animals can climb trees, but they are usually found on the ground in communities of up to 30 individuals. And by the way, they're herbivores or herbivores. Herbivores. Not quite the monkey. Not the lion. Thank you, Shannon, over here on Facebook. Thank you. Okay, I see your monkey, but more specifically, the gorilla. Okay, so I think that's what y'all are probably trying to say. The gorilla. Okay, the gorilla. Okay. Now, I'm sure you all probably didn't know this fact. And whenever I do a lesson on bones, kids are really surprised at this. Do you know that this animal has the same number of neck bones that you do? And these animals are the only animals born with horns. This animal's lengthy legs allow them to run over 30 miles an hour. They have long necks. Long necks. Oh, you okay. They have long necks. Long necks. Okay, what animal is this? Okay, nobody said anything. Giraffes, that is correct. Giraffes is correct. This is for adults and kids too. Yes. Okay, this is our last question for the night, guys. Last question. This animal is like us as mothers. We have arms everywhere. We can grab, we can be on the phone, stirring the pot, typing on the computer. We can do a lot of stuff with our arms. They have nearly 2,000 suckers on their arms. This animal can release a cloud of black ink to obscure an attacker's view. So they know how to put that ink on them. The ink even contains a substance that dulls a predator's sense of smell. So it prevents them from smelling for that moment. And you all got it correct. It is the octopus. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming on tonight. And like I said before, I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. Drink your water and just, have a peace of mind. Don't worry. And matter of fact, also continue to do this. This is a lemon and this is a tangerine. Re-up on your vitamin C every single day. Eat plenty of fruit throughout the day. Okay? Eat plenty of fruit throughout the day because you do not want to not take in your vitamin C naturally. I know we have medicines that you can buy over the counter, but you want to eat your vitamin C as well as taking some supplements if you have to. Make sure you write in a journal if you want to, read a book. Don't be consumed with so much TV because that TV will get you in trouble. And I appreciate you guys for having fun and bringing in your children with us. If they didn't join us tonight, make sure you tell everybody else to play this Instagram live back. Okay? Tell them to play it back. It's only up for 24 hours. So tomorrow this time it'll be gone. But I will post this on my YouTube channel. So if you guys would like to come on again, I'll be here Friday morning at 11. Hold on. I got to double check to make sure before I say it. Okay? But you guys have a wonderful evening. Peace, fam.